Make a comment about something which a lot of folks haven't heard too much about. Did you know about this article by Arthur Krock? Younger people are saying, who's Arthur Krock? Arthur Krock was the single most respected journalist in America in the 1960s. He wrote on the editorial page of the New York Times. He was very close to the Kennedys. In fact, Joseph Kennedy, John Kennedy's father's first book was ghostwritten by Arthur Krock. And young John Kennedy, when he was a young man, and worked on his thesis, Why England Slept, he wrote it in Arthur Krock's Georgetown Library with the help of Arthur Krock, and then Arthur Krock had it turned into a book and got him a literary agent. That's how close he was. John Kennedy, when he wanted to speak to the American people, talked to Arthur Krock, and Arthur Krock would publish material. This is October 3rd, 1963, editorial page of the New York Times. Arthur Krock's column called The Intra-Administration War in Vietnam. And Arthur Krock is saying John Kennedy has declared war on the Central Intelligence Agency, and John Kennedy wants the American people to know there's some very serious problems. And then he goes on to say, twice, according to a high United States source, twice the CIA flatly refused to carry out instructions from Ambassador Henry Cabot Lodge, that was Kennedy's ambassador to Vietnam. And in one instance, frustrated a plan of action Mr. Lodge brought from Washington, from John Kennedy, because the agency disagreed with it. You like that? The CIA disagreed with it. They don't do what the president says. Then it goes on. Listen to this. The CIA's growth was likened to a malignancy, which the very high official was not sure even the White House could control any longer. And listen to this. If the United States ever experiences an attempt at a coup to overthrow the government, it will come from the CIA. That's John Kennedy talking to the American people in October. The next month they blew his head off. And there's the Warren Commission, and they don't ask Arthur Krock, where'd you get this information that John Kennedy was talking, or someone on his behalf was talking, to you about the CIA being possibly involved in a coup. If there was a coup, it would come from the CIA.